Alright, back here with another video. I am your host. This is KQ from KQ Anime.
Alright, let's skip the intro. Let's skip all the fun stuff. Let's just get right in it. We're here to discuss One Piece and the Wano chapters. We're going to talk about the characters for the Straw Hats and see where they have been so far and how they're doing and where do I think that they're going to be going for in the future. So let's begin. So Wano, right now we're in the third act. We're doing pretty good out here. The Straw Hats are honestly looking pretty good. Now, for most of you guys that's probably thinking, like, how could the Straw Hats be doing pretty good? Probably Luffy fanboys. I am not going to lie. So, when you look at the war as a whole, and I mean, this is taking the things that the CP0 has said. This is taking the things that what Jinbei has said. Zoro. I mean, well, you know, they didn't beat Kaido, so here we are. But what we're looking at as a war and looking at what we have, you have to remember, we were already coming into the fight outnumbered heavily. So when we're here and we're looking at what we have and where we have gone so far and what the matchups are, you start to realize is that there is a chance. There is a light down the tunnel. So Luffy just got kicked off stage. Yeah, I mean, that has happened. Zoro has gotten his bones broken. He is tied up right now, literally. That has happened. I mean, Sanji is just running around doing nothing. That is true. But just because that is true does not mean that as a whole, this side, our side that we are rooting for, this Straw Hat side, as well as the samurais, are not putting in the work. We have to look at what's going on. So we have it currently. That all the Straw Hats seem to have found their matchups, minus probably 2 characters or 3. Yeah, let's figure this out. So we know that Luffy is going to inevitably fight Kaido again. He's the main character. He's the MC. He needs to do this. He took too many L's from Kaido. He needs to redeem himself. We know that Zoro, we don't know who his final matchup is going to be. We can speculate definitively that he is going to be going against Kaido yet again. And we also know that there's still always that chance that he may fight King, who's possibly the strongest swordsman on Kaido's side. So, and now that Zoro is also going to the main floor, going to where the main action is, we still know that there is a chance that he still might fight King. So whether Zoro fights King or Kaido or, because it's possible, let's be real, this is a shonen jump, it's possible, we know that Zoro is going to have a matchup. Sanji, we don't know what his support is. I personally believe that Sanji is still going to end up fighting Queen. Reason being is because Queen already had some connection to Judge and the Vinsmokes. You see what I'm saying? And Queen is already a cyborg where he's using science and a lot of his abilities and power. You see what I'm saying? He's shooting a laser through his throat. So when it comes to just how Queen is as a personality, as well as he's infusing technology into his devil fruit ability, and he's working with viruses, which is something that's on a biological level. And we already know that Judge is, you know, another scientist who's also playing with the gene pool. You know, another biology thing right there. We know that there is a connection between these 2 characters, and it has already been some speculation because of Queen's position on Kaido's crew that Sanji might already be facing him. Come on, they're both blonde. That's not the reason why. That's not the reason why. It is the connection that they had to each other in their past, and we can get more of Queen's background from this fight. And also, he can also now put Sanji into a new higher light. So with that, I think that inevitably in the end, Raid Suit Sanji is going to be fighting Queen and embracing his Raid Suit side and going and finally defeating a Yonko commander. So that's number 1, right? Number 2, we have Jinbei. We have Jinbei fighting against Who's Who, which seems like he is the strongest Toby Robo. And Who's Who already said he already remembers seeing Jinbei from before, back when Jinbei was a Shichibukai. So there's probably some backstory to it. Jinbei say, "Oh, remove your mask, and you know I could probably tell who you are." And Who's Who says, like, that's not gonna happen. So let's just keep it like that. We're going to keep it a stack and say that there is a chance that there's a connection between these 2 characters. Jinbei just does not remember it. He does not recognize Who's Who, but Who's Who knows who Jinbei is and said they have met before. There's a connection there. It's going to happen. And if for those of you who aren't on Reddit, who aren't on Twitter, you may not know about Frankie and his connection to Sasaki, where there's a theory going around that Frankie and Sasaki may have some type of history together. Now you might say, wait, how has that not been brought up just yet? Frankie is in his armored form. Gotta remember that. So what Frankie looked like at his debut and what Frankie looks like now are completely different. So we may not be able to see a connection between these two characters, or they may not recognize each other until close to the end, when Sasaki goes back into his human form and Frankie gets back into his regular form as well, and they could start realizing and make connections. You gotta remember, these guys are both from the West Blue. For the North Blue, I can't remember. Point is, they're from the same location. I'm telling you, check this out. Just look up on Reddit, look on Twitter, Google it. It's there somewhere, and it's going to be a whole backstory on why these two may just be connected. And I think that this theory has came out even before Frankie has started fighting Sasaki. So there is some merit to it. I suggest you guys take a look. I don't have the notes right in front of me. That's because I'm free balling right here. My friends in the background, we out here just doing our thing. You get me? So the point is that I don't have these numbers and these theories right in front of me, but it's right out there for you guys to take a look. Now, for the next Straw Hat, we already can see that Robin has finally got into action. We've been waiting for this since like Dressrosa, since the time skip. We've been wanting to see Robin start going crazy on some of these doop-doops, and look at what we have now. She's going against a Tobi Roppo. We're about to see what's going to happen, and for all we know, Robin can start unlocking Haki, whether that's observation, armament. I know a lot of people want her to get armament because with armament hands flying out of everywhere, choking you, it's going to be crazy. But what I think might happen is that she might get observation Haki. So that is a possibility for Robin. And Brook is out there in the fight too. He's going to offer his support. And Brook really do need to level up. You know, from what we have seen so far in the chapters, he really does need to level up. You got to keep in mind that he is a swordsman. Always has been, always will be. And we have not seen the armament Haki. And plus he has no eyes, no ear. It's this whole gag. But how does he not have observation Haki? That's what we have to think about here. So I think that these two are going to level up, whether it's through their Devil Fruit abilities with Robin, or possibly start gaining armament and observation Haki. But this is their matchup. Their matchup is with another Tobi Roppo. Right? Now, we also have Cat over here. You know, we got Cat and Dog both in a fight. One's fighting Jack, and the other one wants to go fight Perospero to get revenge. So we also start having the Scabbards are also getting into their matchups as well. So when you look at it, Kinemon wants to go to Momonosuke. Kinemon wants to go to Momonosuke. Yamato wants to go fight her dad. You have some of the you have Kiku wants to go fight the Conjurer the Traitor. We don't know what Dendro's gonna do. Ashura already took a L. He's on the ground right now. He's probably still alive, knowing Oda, but he's probably done for the count for right now. So then we have Marco and we have Chopper, who are both doctors. Let's be real. They're probably not really going to get into a fight. Their call to action is not to fight. So yes, they can fight, but they're probably going to be trying to heal the Straw Hats and or the Scabbards. So what we have left is we have Nami, who we thought was going to fight Ulti, and any of you guys that said that you didn't think that she was going to fight Ulti, you're capping. Big time. We all thought she was going to fight Ulti. It didn't happen. We thought Usopp was also going to assist and fight Page 1. It didn't happen. Big Mom happened. Plot convenience out of the woodworks. Big Mom is the biggest plot convenience ever. And she ends up taking out these two, and it's good because honestly, I don't know how they were going to do it. Their job is just to protect Otama, and they can't even do that because it's too crazy in this war. But you know what Otama did? She came clutch. We got about 100 beast pirates that are, you know, pretty up there. The gifters, are, you got to remember, to give you a little backstory, are also in charge of the pleasures and as well as the waiters. So now, if you got to think about it, so if Otama really gets to the center stage, goes on the mic like I am right now, and tell all these guys to like and subscribe and share this video, it'll get done. You guys aren't liking and subscribing. So that's what you gotta do. You gotta do what Tama does. You gotta get up to the stage and you gotta say, hey, KQ just dropped the video finally. My gosh. And we gotta make sure that everybody is liking and subscribing. Nah, but seriously, we have Otama. If she gets onto stage and she controls these gifters are going to probably tell their regular crew, hey, listen, we're done fighting. That's it for the day. You gotta think about that. If your captain tells you we're done, we're not gonna fight, call off, let's retreat, let's back up, whatever the sort is, that's it for you. So that's the gifters taken care of, that's the pleasures taken care of, that's the waiters taken care of. Who else is left? The Toby Ropo? I just told you that the Toby Ropo are all in fights. And then who else is after that? The commanders? The commanders are all about to be in fights. So at that point in time, all we have left are loose cannons. It's like Hawkins. Who's fighting Hawkins right now? Oh yeah, that's right. Killer is. So Killer's already engaged in that fight with Hawkins. Boom. Apu? Oh yeah, X-Drake is handling that. So you don't even have to worry about that too. Who else? Oh, those giants, they're already been taken care of. So who else? We don't have anybody else. Sparrow is already in a fight. He's about to get into a fight. We know he's going to fight Cat. So all we have is Big Mom and Kaido to really worry about. And so when we look at it, right, is that if Marco, Law, because Law, we don't have Law isn't matched up with somebody right now. So if Marco, Law, and Chopper, I mean, 3 doctors, 3 different types of doctors. You have a surgeon, you have a healer, and you have somebody who's able to cure diseases. If you have these 3 together, work together, I mean, this is the Doctors United. This is how you handle things. If these 3 come together, we can get the Straw Hats up for round 2. I mean, for Luffy's like round 5. But we can get all the Straw Hats back up for round 2. And if we do that, then guess what? They can go and fight Kaido and Big Mom. I mean, we already have it that Kid's trying to fight Big Mom, but let's be real. You think that Kid is going to be able to beat Big Mom? Kid? You already know how both me and House of Ville already feel about Kid. It's not happening. But if these 3 doctors come together and start healing up everybody, you're gonna see Luffy back in action. He's probably gonna fall down on Wano and bring up somebody. You're gonna see Luffy back in action. You're gonna see Zoro back in action. You might even see Kid and Killer back in action. And then you start putting these guys up. I'm telling you, if they gang up on one of these Yonko, that's it. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. So what we're worrying about right now, which is a big worry, is Big Mom and it's Kaido. Those are 2 big worries. But truth be told, Kaido is the type of guy to chill. He only comes and fight. He's like a boss. He is the boss. He will only fight you if you just come to his lair. So Kaido's probably just going to sit on the roof and sit there and wait for Onigashima to land. That's it. So all you really have to worry about is the crazy Big Mom who doesn't know what path should she take. Should I betray Kaido? Should I fight his people? Should I save Tama? Should I get something to eat? She doesn't know. So at this point in time, we only got one confused Yonko. And let's be real, if Luffy really did want to come and fight back, all you gotta do is get up a few people. I already told you. Big Mom is not that hard to deal with for the Straw Hats at least, because you have Luffy who could push back Big Mom. Because 1, her lightning ability doesn't work on him. 2, now Luffy has Conqueror's Haki that he can utilize, and so that's it for Luffy, right? Then you have Zoro who also can take out her fire, and Zoro probably can land some attacks and do some damage. We gotta remember, Big Mom was sweating when she saw Zoro in action. She was sweating. She was concerned. So now if Zoro was actually going against Big Mom with Luffy, that's already it. Then you also have Jimmy who can push her back. Brook can do something too. If they really wanted to jump Big Mom as a Straw Hat crew, they can pull it off. they can really pull it off. And they can win. It's Kaido that's really the crazy one out here, because Kaido really has been doing too much. And then with his recovery abilities, I mean, you can cut him, it'll just heal right back up, because you gotta remember the scabbards were landing plenty of blows. There was reopening wounds. They was stabbing him through the hand. Healed right back up. His healing ability is really ridiculous. So Kaido's on a different level. Big Mom though, from what we've seen so far, the Straw Hats can take that. So all of this is honestly is that the Straw Hats are doing well during this war. And if they take out the army, they just have all they have left is Big Mom, which Kid is at least distracted for now. And then they would have Kaido, who I believe is just going to sit on the roof of Onigashima until it is landing right over the capital, and that's when he will finally decide, hey, I could come down now. The view was nice. I like to see the crash landing. It was good. I'm gonna come down now. But if anybody wants to come during the meantime, y'all can get these hands. That's it for Kaido. So I think that from a logical standpoint, the Straw Hats are doing pretty well this arc, and they're going to continue doing well. And as for the ones that are going up against Kaido, possibly his commanders, they're the only things that is they're the only ones that have to struggle, and we have to have concerns about on how they're going to do performance-wise. But if they all win their battles, and I mean, we know that the Straw Hats aren't going to die this arc. If they all win their battles, this war is won. You can see the win and incoming. It's only Kaido and Big Mom that we start getting a little bit iffy about on how they're going to win. And so I'll get into a little bit more details into the other chapters. Also got to release some of my old videos that I was recording, didn't get the chance to upload. I'm gonna get to that type of stuff. But listen, guys, you have a great day. It's pretty warm outside. I hope you guys are just enjoying the weather, doing good. Anybody that has allergies, I pray for you. It sucks, trust me. But I hope you guys enjoy the weather and enjoy this video. I hope it was something at least, you know, that can bring some type of controversy to this discussion, like, you get me? So, to this fandom. So, like and subscribe. Give me your thoughts in the comments, and I hope to see you guys again in the next video. Peace.